Here's something from CES that this guy from Android Central is definitely buying. And I'm kind of with him a little bit here. I think this is, sometimes it's the simplest things, Will. Now, granted, this is not the first version of this. It's a delivery box you put at the front door. I order off, everything's off Amazon.
Yes.
It's coming in, it's going. The boxes. I told you, my garage it's a shipping and receiving facility in the garage. Boxes coming in, box cutters. I'm folding. Doing the recycling has become. It's my other job.
Yes.
I have this job and unbox therapy in this. I have sports and I have recycling. It's my whole life.
You're going to go home and cut some boxes.
I'm going to go and start. I got the Christmas tree out on the road today. Dragging it out, needles everywhere. 3 different vacuums. I was trying to deal with that.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is part of modern life in 2020 is you're getting the boxes delivered to the doors.
I'm guessing this is chained up.
You do as you please with the chain, and maybe you want to just put a bolt into the.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want to do. Maybe you want to put a camera on it still, which some people might do. But so these things have existed. These boxes, little lock box you put beside the door, but the trouble is using them. Right? Who's unlocking and when and how? And do I see on the camera, then I unlock because I see it's the UPS guy or the FedEx guy? Or is there a code? Amazon themselves was trying to do, we'll put it in your garage or just let us in the house. Remember that?
Yeah. With the smart lock.
Nobody liked that. Yeah. Everyone was scared of that one. I'm letting you in the house. Now what are you doing? Kick your feet up. You go over make yourself a coffee.
Or your dog bites the.
Well, that would be your issue. That would be your issue. So no one felt fully comfy with that. So you needed this kind of in between. And what's cool about this one, first of all, it's affordable. Number one, it's like $150. So affordable, $129. Affordable compared to probably the packages you're going to put in it. And of course, the idea here is all about the porch pirates. It's all about stopping the easy theft. And the nice thing is the feature within the app is that it locks after it's opened once. So let me explain this to you, Will. It's open when it's empty. But when the package gets dropped in and the lid gets closed, then it's locked. So there's no extra stuff. You don't have to get dialed and answer the door and look at the camera. It's just once the FedEx guy is done, then and there's something inside of it, then it's locked. Because what good is it to have it locked when there's nothing in it?
Right.
That you have to then be bothered to go unlock it. You might not use it because it's a little bit of an extra hassle. So that's the idea behind this, is it has some slightly cooler features right within the thing. Now, the porch pirate types, and this is a valid argument, they could look at this thing and say, oh, somebody who has that, they get the hot packages. Because they felt inclined.
They're prepared,
Those are the packages I want. So like you said, you got to say, you got to secure it somehow. But then you got the guy with the sledgehammer. He's a guy. He was also in Avengers Endgame.
Thor?
No, in the credits, guy with a sledgehammer.
Oh.
It was separate. There was Thor, and then there was guy with a sledgehammer. And it was just a regular guy with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
He was an extra. He could have filled in for Thor had there been an issue with Hemsworth.
He was fighting Thanos.
Yeah,
with the
could have filled in. He was in shape. Could have filled in and taken the other hammer instead of the sledgehammer. He's ready. You can't do anything about it, Will. If somebody wants to get in there that badly, and they could bring an AK-47 and if someone wants to mess with you that badly, I think what you're trying to do here is just an extra layer. A little extra time where they look at it and say, I'll go to the next place. It's like having a dog barking at the door. It's just a little bit of extra. So will people use it? Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. But the number of reports coming out of CES about this thing seems to imply to me that maybe they finally nailed it. The company, by the way, is called Yale. And this device here comes alongside a Wi-Fi bridge And the whole thing is $129 coming out. And I think some people are going to be interested. Now, I don't personally have the Porch Pirate issue, so I can't speak to it. But I do sometimes feel a little bit weird. Something expensive shows up. It's just sitting there.
Yeah, just right there.
Just sitting there in the box. And certainly part of the Porch Pirate thing is just the ease of it, I think. It's low friction. Just walk up, take the box. You introduce just a couple extra layers of friction. Maybe in the future, everybody has one of these boxes. And so they can be at home with their PS5 and their neon species and their new iPhone, because Apple's going to survive the future thanks to their relationship with China.